It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Yeah. Gonna take a sip of this water to go with this water.
May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control.
Well, we have to figure out the cause.
Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days.
We're going to Dravania, Ethereal Sea, baby!
Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate.
I'm leaning towards cannot. Team cannot. But she told us, strength in the Ethereal Sea. Let's go. Break in. Wins only. Say hi to all the dead people. It's the only shot we got.
Even the flower she gave us is no more.
%, luck, 20% skill, 15% Elpis.
So advised the Watcher. What could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. Quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Ethereal Sea? I mean, I'm kind of 13th agent.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead.
Back to Amarot.
Elidibus. I sealed him in the white auracite of the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea. Naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there.
Back to the first!
We can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can. Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
It's gonna cost me 3 million gil to teleport
else,
there.
Should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the Ethereal Sea.
I told you, Ethereal Sea!
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
Oh, let me access it. I will be right back. 1 second. I'm back. I mean, as for school, I have school tomorrow. I have Hell Lab on Tuesday, and that's the last Hell Lab of the semester. Then I have like 1 or 2 more days of Wednesday, Friday lecture. I'm not sure off the top of my head after that. And then finals next week. It's so far away. Alright. Here's what we do. Go here. Gotta save the gill, you know? Alright. 605 is worth. Fitting Mount Roulette to get there. I'm glad we didn't just write the first entirely out of existence. She knows. Whee! Or as Matman would say, Gary! The cabinet, interesting choice. Here we go again. Man, they really love their first person mod. Hello, Moen and Beklug. Morin, same thing. There's only one answer. I'm really tempted to click this one. I wonder what this one leads into, but it's only fair. Oh, long time no see. God, I hope I haven't failed the quiz. Fail! Loreen. If your Lalafell is your POV, like, super low to the ground during all that? I mean, I saw the same shit. Where the hell's Gaia? We meet again. Come here, warriors of light!
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business.
Me talk a little bit.
Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity.
Elidibus entity. Not found.
Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
Yeah, you remember Fandaniel, that guy you brought into the fold who's a moron? Yeah, he was a moron.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share. Why apologize for receiving a favor of the defeated? If it sits ill, consider it payment for freeing Lord Zodiac from servitude. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's just nihilism.
Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
Interesting.
A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world.
Yeah.
Many worked there. And before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Uh-huh.
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart.
Huh?
My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
Time travel?
In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower.
Time
which,
travel?
having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy.
Time travel?
As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the
Time
past,
travel?
unto that place and that precise moment.
The real
Given the
Amaranth?
eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned.
So we can't interact,
In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you.
but we can listen.
Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come.
Okay, good time travel rules. Balanced, balanced.
In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey?
I mean, you have no something or other in the hoo-ha-hey. No stake in the game. Left. You're out of poker chips, man.
Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act.
Good night,
You
Elizabeth.
must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic.
Cut the blue wire. We must go back
The preparations are complete.
to the future.
The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And good night.
All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act?
I'm not surprised.
Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go and do not look back. Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us.
Last of the ancients.
May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
Damn. Good night, servants of Zodiac. Hello, new zone. Sploosh. Back to being small. Ninja is best in slot for this MSQ.
And here we are, Elpis.
Emmett?
Well, well. How rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Turn around.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Hello, Emmett.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
Let me in.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's.
Yeah? That's me?
Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
Let me in.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
How to create that stable
I
time
suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Snap.
You may open your eyes.
I'm here. It's me. I'm so tall.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14.
Yeah, buddy.
And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here.
You know, about 30 billion
not
years
know?
in the future.
Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
Fuck Hermes.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend.
Yeah, about 2/13. 2/14?
And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here. Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
New zone! Unsunder this! Oh, hell yes. The dog! Wait! Heidelin! That's her! She's here!
Presence.
Axolotl Swooper! It's Swooper!
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
God, I hope old Fan Daniel's not a piece of shit. Cause new Fan Daniel blows ass.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Damn the zones, dude. This clearly is in the other section, right? Or it's going to be. Well, it sure as hell is in Ilsebard. This is sick! Okay, all the ether currents are down here. Dude, it's gonna own to fly around here. Interesting, neutral mobs that aren't elemental things? Blue and red. The third option. Alright, well, blue and red it is. Oh, Ophion, don't talk to me. I'm here to kill butterflies, not plant dinosaurs. I killed it. Shit. Oh, purple? Radioactive aetherite. Damn, there's 3 aetherites in this zone. Wild. Pools of water, huh? That was easy. Whooper! Alright, Boomer fan Daniel. What happened to you?
Huh. You are...
Oh. Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me?
Whoa!
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
I'm in.
May we please be friends?
Reminds me of a robot
I see you found him.
girl I know from a certain not anime.
Hythlodaeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
God, he still has the same voice.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation.
Emmett Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to... Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
She's gonna die a fucking horrible death.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Namistoma is missing.
Not the Whooper! Don't do it to the Whooper.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
Hey man,
The
Whooper's
fashion
pretty
has been to imbue
strong.
aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish.
Metron. Metron? Ah!
The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
Whooper!
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Boom, 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 boom. Building's too big. Wait. Blast.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins.
I'm lucky.
What? Will I have to remove you by force? Let's hear them then, these reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
I do not object to her attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe she can be trusted. Meteion would not have taken to her so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself, do you hear?
Behave this, bitch!
So, it's finally happened, then.
Aye,
Van Daniels declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Van Daniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the Convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Van Daniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the Star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the Star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Van Daniel's deeds do not warrant his return, yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts.
Like?
And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all.
Ah. There lies the rub.
Oh no. I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
The shoe bill, of fucking course. Oh my god. No thoughts, head empty. She's the key. She's too wholesome. Why is the shoe bill still here? I'm doing alright still. Yep. You guys don't have to wait for me if you're already at the dungeon. I imagine I'm still pretty good ways away.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
The flowers! The flowers, the flowers, the flowers!
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace.
Feel emotion.
A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms.
Happy little accidents.
Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
Yes, by what means?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it. And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Entelekis.
Entelekis.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait! A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is